happy Monday to you. Did you notice my brand new wand? What does that look like to you? It looks good enough to eat. To me, you know what that is? Is it a low-nut? Is it a conut? No, it's a donut. It's my special donut wand. Look, I can see so many of our friends with my donut wand. So let's go ahead and say good morning to all of our friends using our brand new what? Donut wand. This is how we say donut with our jazz hands. Did everyone bring their jazz hands today? Did everyone bring their listening ears? Let's click those bad boys in, as well as our singing voices. Click those in too. And then we'll go ahead and say good morning to all of our friends. Good morning, grown-ups. So wonderful to see you, kiddos. I'm so happy you're here, readers. I'm glad you came to read. Yay! All right, Monday morning shout out time. I wanted to give a special shout out to my friends Colton and Addison. They are big bear enthusiasts. They've been doing all sorts of research and fun projects at home with their grandma, Judy Kane, who they call Mama. They have done so many fun things about bears. And I am just so proud of them for being so enthusiastic about bears. I also wanted to give a big shout out to my nephews, JT and Hudson. I know they've been watching, and they've been so into doing all of these wonderful things that we do during Miss Kim's Story Time. So hi guys, and I love you. And then I also want to give a special happy birthday shout out to Shantae. He turned 3 years old last week, and he's just starting to join us for story time. And it's his first time. And then I would also like to give a big shout out to my friend Maddie. Her grown-up sent me a little clip of Maddie doing all of her special jazz hand magic during our Pete the Cat session last week. She was showing brown, and she showed her 3 with water. I'm wondering if Maddie will be using her jazz hands for today's books, for Mr. Panda books. But before I do that, I want to also give a special shout out to my friend Campbell. Hi, Campbell. I'm so glad you're here because I chose Mr. Panda books today because I know Campbell's favorite food of all time are donuts. And before we start on our special Mr. Panda donut books, I wanted to teach you this brand new song. And it's all about what? Donuts. It's all about donuts. So, and it goes like this. Do you know the tune of Bingo? Na 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 na. Well, that's the same tune as the donut song. So let's go ahead and sing it together. Nate, will you also join us? Awesome. All right, and it goes like this. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. There is a sweet treat that we eat, and yes, we call them donuts. D-O-N-U-T, 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 and we eat all the donuts. Can you do that with your jazz hands? We eat all
the donuts.
The donuts. Do you like donuts? Nate's a big fan of donuts too. All right, Mr. Nate, come on over. We're going to start our wonderful books. And I'm first going to have Nate don his Mr. Panda hat. How do we do Panda Bear? Well, we do the eyes. See how pandas have black eyes? So we do our little circles, circle eyes, panda, and then of course we know this one, bear. Now, what colors are panda bears? Well, I see the color white. Remember how we do that? White. That's right. Like a ghost coming out of your tummy. White. And then I also see black. How do we do black? B-L-A-C-K. That spells black. That's a fact. B-L-A-C-K. That spells black. That's a fact. Mr. Panda's eyes are black. Mr. Producer Nate's shirt is black. B-L-A-C-K. That spells black. That's a fact. All right. Please, Mr. Panda. Well, Mr. Panda is all about his manners. Did you bring your manners today? What are our manners, Mr. Panda? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Sounds so nice. Sounds so nice. Manners are important. Manners are important. Be polite. Be polite. Please, please, Mr. Panda. Oh, what do you see here? What are those? Are those donuts? I believe they are. Donuts. What shape are donuts? Circle is the shape that's round and round, round and round, round and round. A circle is the shape that's round and round, like Mr. Panda's donuts. Yes. How do we spell donuts? There is a sweet treat that we know, and we will call them donuts. D-O-N-U-T, 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 and we will call them donuts. I'm having a hard time with this jazz hand, you know why? Because I'm not a lefty. Are you a lefty, Nate?
No.
No, you're a righty like me. Please, Mr. Panda. Mr. Panda said,
Would you like a donut?
doesn't he talk a little bit like Harry Potter? Well, the penguin said, give me the pink one. Did he remember his manners? I don't think so. You know how Mr. Panda feels about manners, don't you? I don't know if he's going to get a donut.
No, you can't have a donut. I've changed my mind.
He changed his mind because I think the penguin friend did not bring his manners.
Would you like a donut?
I want a blue one and I want the yellow one. Did he remember his manners? I don't think so.
No, you cannot have a donut. I've changed my mind.
Wow. I guess Mr. Panda really is all about the manners.
Would you like a donut?
No! Go away! Oh my goodness. How was she feeling? Maybe a little grouchy. Did she bring her manners? Nope.
Would you like a donut?
I want them all! Then bring me some more!
No, you cannot have a donut. I've changed my mind.
Oh my goodness. Even the orca whale forgot his manners.
Would anyone else like a donut?
Anyone who maybe brought their manners.
Hi.
Do you see our little friend right there?
May I have a donut?
Please, Mr. Panda. I think our friend brought his manners.
You can have all of them.
Thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you!
You're welcome. I do not like donuts.
But he does like what, friends?
Manners.
He likes his manners, don't you, Mr. Panda? So he gobbled up all those donuts. Oh my goodness, do you see? Where did they go? Where could they be? Are they in his belly? I think so. I only see a couple of sprinkles left. And he ate all the donuts. They're in his belly and he got so sleepy. He listened to his body, and he went to bed.
I can't believe I said I didn't like donuts.
I know, right? Well, that's only
I love
because you're
donuts.
playing that character, Mr. Panda,
I
right?
love donuts.
Because in real life, producer Nate loves donuts just as much as my friend Campbell. All
my
right.
second favorite food.
It's your second favorite food?
Mhm.
What's your first favorite food, Miss
Jolly
Nate?
Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers. Now, are Jolly Ranchers grow food or no grow food?
No girl food.
It's no grow food. And is it okay to eat no grow food? Absolutely. Donuts are no grow food. But it's good to have a balance between
With it-
no
they're-
grow
they're
food
like- they're
and
like-
grow food.
They're like half. They're kind of like bagels with icing.
That's right.
They're basically just bagels with icing. So technically they're
I think they're more like
half
cake with sprinkles. Well, let's find out.
guess.
Because it looks like Mr. Panda is getting ready to do something. He's got a spoon and he's got a bowl. And he's got a chef hat, which means I think he's going to be doing some baking. Have you been doing some baking during this time away from school and our friends? It's always a fun thing to do with your grown-up is to bake something. Bake muffins, pie, cake, cookies. It's always a super fun project to do with your grown-up. Well, this time, Mr. Panda is still about donuts, and he's still about his manners. But now he's also asking people to be patient. What does that mean to be patient? It means that you can wait happily until you get whatever it is that you're waiting for. Now, I know sometimes it's really hard to be patient. It's really hard to be patient when you're waiting in line. It's really hard to be patient when you're waiting for someone to do something for you that you may not be able to do yourself. But it's really important to be patient. Be patient and wait. It's okay because sometimes good things happen to those who wait. Right, Mr. Panda?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this one's called Oh Wait, Mr. Panda. And then we see Mr. Panda. And then we see his friend Penguin. I wonder if Penguin found his manners, but also found his patience. Let's find out about Mr. Panda.
I don't have any patience.
Oh, I think you do.
Well, I might have like 2%.
Oh, wait, Mr. Panda. And I forgot to tell you that these wonderful Panda books are by an author by Steve Antony. He's the author. What does the author do? The author writes the
book.
The author writes the
Book.
Hi-ho, librario. The author writes the
Book.
And the illustrator, he's also the illustrator. He drew all the pictures. Do you like to draw pictures? Because the illustrator draws.
The pictures.
The illustrator draws.
The pictures.
Hi-ho, librario. The illustrator draws.
The pictures.
All right. Oh, wait, Mr. Panda. Looks like I said, I think Mr. Panda's baking something. What are you making, Mr. Panda?
Wait and see. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. What's a surprise? Does that mean something that is expected or not expected? Not expected. Something you don't know anything about. Like a surprise party.
Or like Christmas.
Or surprise
Christmas
presents at Christmas. No, I will not wait. Goodbye. But oh, look what Mr. Penguin is saying. He's saying,
I'll wait, Mr. Panda.
what did he say?
I'll wait.
Mr. Panda. So Mr. Panda is so busy. He's so busy mixing and baking. Are you making cookies, Mr. Panda? The aardvark wants to know.
Wait and see. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. I wonder what the surprise is going to be. And I wonder if Mr. Aardvark is going to wait. No, waiting is just too hard. Goodbye. So I guess he doesn't want to wait either. But look, our friend Penguin, he says,
I'll wait, Mr. Panda. I'll wait.
are you making cupcakes, Mr. you think any of these bunnies are going to wait along with Mr. Penguin? Well, I think they did wait for a little bit. Not a lot of it, a little bit, because then one of the bunnies says, no, I am done waiting. And they all say, goodbye, 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 goodbye. But what did Mr. Penguin say? He said,
I'll wait, Mr. Panda.
well, it looks like this big crane is saying, is it ready yet, Mr. Panda? Is it ready? Is it ready, Mr. Panda?
No, wait here.
Oh, he's saying it's not ready yet, but he's saying, hey, if you wait, maybe something good will happen. Oh, but the crane says, I don't like waiting. Goodbye. And she flew off. But there's Mr. Penguin. He's still waiting so patiently. And then he says in his big, giant leadership voice, oh, wait, Mr. Panda. Oh, wait. And then he says in a smaller voice, I'm waiting, Mr. Panda. I'm waiting. And then Mr. Panda says in a big, boomy voice,
Surprise!
surprise! And then you know what Penguin said? Let's see if you can do this. You take your 3 on both hands, and your mouth is the O, and you can say, wow! Do you see what I just did? Mr. Nate, can you do that? Wow! You have to say the wow sound. Wow! So W-O-W spells what? Wow! That was worth the wait. What was worth the wait? What was Mr. Panda making? Was he making cupcakes? No. Was he making cookies? No. He was making what? There is a sweet treat that we know, and we will call them donuts. D-O-N-U-T, 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 and we'll eat all the donuts. Or I should say, Penguin is going to eat all the donuts. And then Mr. Panda said,
I know.
thank you, Mr. Panda. Thank you. I can't wait to eat the donut. The big giant donut. Oh my goodness, that donut is so big. It's bigger than Mr. Penguin. Do you think he's going to eat all of that just like our other friend did? He's going to have a big old belly, isn't he? The end. What fun. All right, well, before we end today, I wanted to go back to our other bear friend. Do you remember our bear friend from Bear Snores On? Bear wants more. Bear feels scared. Bear feels sick. And Bear gives thanks. And this is Bear Counts. Do you know how to count? I bet you do. Let's see if we can count how many people are here in your screen. How many? 1, 2. Can you show us your 2? Everyone can make a 2. Awesome. Now, Producer Nate, I'm going to need you to do some sound effects for this book. So if you could please go to your producer spot. And we are going to click on our listening ears, make sure they're still on. And we're going to read this fun bear book called Bear Counts. And we're going to see all of our friends from those books from last week. Bear Counts. And look, there's Bear. And then there's Mouse. And then there's his friend Hare. Hare is like a really big bunny rabbit. That's right. A really big one. Well, Mouse and Bear share breakfast, basking in the morning sun. Bear looks up and points And the bear counts 1. Can you show us your 1? Oh, everyone can make a 1. You just pull up that pointer. 1. 1 sun floating high. 1 giant dragonfly. 1 robin sitting on her nest. Only 1 berry left. Mouse got that last berry. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with bear? Well, Mouse and Bear see their friend Hare, and Hare calls out, "Howdy do!" He's holding a yummy fruit, and the bear counts. Wait for it. The bear counts 2. Can you show us your 2? That's right. 2. 2 paws, which hold a yummy treat, a grow food treat. 2 apples, crisp and sweet. 2 stumps for perfect chairs. And 2 friends who love to share. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1, 2. Bear hears funny sounds coming from the aspen tree. Who is it? It's Caw-Caw, Raven, and Tweet Tweet, Wren, and Woo Woo, Owl. And the bear counts. How many friends was that? Wait for it. Wait for it. 3. Can you make a 3? You can make a 3 all different ways. You can make a 3 like this. You can make a 3 like this. You can make a 3 like this, or you can make my favorite 3. I love you 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 friends who chitter chat. 3 funny muskrats. 3 clouds above the trees. And 3 buzzy bumbly bees. Numbers, numbers, where, Nate?
Everywhere.
Can you count along with Bear?
2, 3.
That's right. Let's see your 3 friends. Good job. Well, now Bear cries, "Look, it's Badger, Mole, and Gopher by the shore. Badger has his fishing pole, and the bear counts 4. Can you make a 4? 4s are super easy. It's like a high five, and you tuck in that opposable thumb. 4. 4 fish splish and splash. 4 geese waddle past. 4 turtles on a log. 4 croaking and hopping frogs. Numbers, numbers.
Everywhere.
Can you count along with Bear?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I love all those 4s. Wait, I gotta get my donut. Oh, I see so many 4s. Oh my gosh, those are some beautiful looking 4s. Don't you think, Mr. Nate?
Yep.
Well, Mouse squeaks, "Let's go swimming in the pond!" And in the pond they dive. The friends float in the pond. And the bear counts, wait for it, 5! Let's show us those high fives. Let's see those high fives. 5 ducks in the water. 5 lively river otters. 5 lovely lily pads. And 5 pinching crawdads. Numbers, numbers.
Everywhere.
Now you can count just like Bear. Let's count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. The end. Such great and fun books. for you. Mr. Nate, or should I call Mr. Panda? Producer Nate, Mr. Panda. Mr. Nate and I are going to be starting to develop what we call a YouTube channel. Yes, we are creating our own YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and subscribe to that YouTube channel. We already have 2 of our videos up. And then what is our channel's name or subscriber? How would we do that, Nate?
I think it's Miss Kim
Storytime? Yeah, it's under Miss Kim Storytime.
So,
And then we already have downloaded the Pete the Cat video and our St. Patrick's Day. We will be continuing to download all of these live videos on YouTube as a different platform for you and your grown-ups to enjoy.
yes, the titles of each episode are based on the books that we read. So the first one was titled Miss Kim Storytime / Pete the Cat. The second one was titled Miss Kim Storytime St. Patrick's Day.
And then so on. So if you have a certain video you wanted to see, just look up Miss Kim Storytime and you should see most of those videos that we posted. But we'll be posting more each and every day. All right. Well, before we say goodbye, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us today. That was super fun. I hope you enjoyed our partner reading, and we'll be seeing more of that as well. Stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to be all about dun, 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 superheroes.
Dun, 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 dun,
Nate is
dun,
all about the
dun,
superheroes.
dun,
So we're going to be reading all about superheroes. We're going to be wearing our superhero capes, our superhero masks, and talking all about our superpowers. All right. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to all of our friends. Are we ready? Let's say goodbye. Goodbye, grown-ups. So wonderful to see you, kiddos. I'm so happy we came, readers. We're glad you came to read. Yay! Thank you so much for coming, everybody. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. And make sure that you stay healthy, happy, and positive. Have a great day. Make it wonderful.
Goodbye.
I love you.